What's up, everybody? You guys get a little bit of a scenery change. So this is kind of where I live. Excuse the Scientology little poster right there. Okay, so what do I want to talk about today? I'm not talking too loud so I don't wake my neighbors up, but whatever. Don't take shortcuts. Shortcuts are the fastest way for you to get a short-term gain, but it's not long-term. I talked about this in my last video. When you focus too much on money, you focus too much on things that are very, very kind of superficial, you're gonna get superficial results and they're not gonna be lasting. So what I really, really want you all to focus on is the long game, putting in the work, putting in the effort, putting in the time, because those are when you create long-term successes. When I talk about process, it's the same thing. Quitting my full-time job, starting 413 Health and Fitness, continuing with 413 Health and Fitness. And by the way, so some of you guys who don't know, you guys see the Instagram following, and I've had people reach out and be like, well, 413 Health and Fitness and whatever, that like popped off because your Instagram popped off. And the reality is I had 1,500 followers when I went full-time with this, and I didn't even have my full website launched because I was in this to really be in this because this is what I love, and I really had faith that pushing what I feel is right and pushing what I'm very, very passionate about would end up winning out in the long run. So when you don't take shortcuts, when you take the long run, the long-term path, you're putting yourself through a process, and that process is rocky. I always talk about relating it to a seed. You have to like plant it. It has to go through its periods of water and growth and drought and all that type of stuff, so that when it grows into a huge tree, it's strong, it's sturdy, it has a very, very firm base. So I really want you guys to think about that. Second point I want to talk about is future thinking. What? Not past thinking. So have you ever been in a situation where you're just like, oh man, my past keeps replaying? It's why? It's because we replay this in our mind. So I'm reading a book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. I highly, highly suggest you check it out. It has been like a life changer, and he talks about how we really, really focus on past things, and so they end up replaying because mind becomes matter. But when you focus on future things and how you want your future to play out, typically that ends up happening, and it plays out the way that you want to. So for example, if you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have a bad day, and all of a sudden you hit a red light and you're late for work and all this other type of stuff, you put so much meaning on those things that it's a bad day. But if you wake up and everything's a good day, or you feel like it's a good day, when you hit that red light, when you're late for work, it doesn't matter because you're like, oh, I've decided that today is gonna be a good day. So when you think about things in the future and how you want things to go in the future, things end up happening that way. I've been good and bad at that at the same time. With 413 Health and Fitness, I've been very, very good with that. When I first started this, I was always thinking about, I want to go full time with this. When I really started doing the speaking with the Left Lane Project, that was like my old blog back in the day, I was like, I want to be a world-renowned speaker and all that type of stuff. So I really have been pushing for that and continuing to build my speaking, to build my branding in that realm as well, because I know what I want. But then there's other things with me that I've replayed past stuff over that have happened over and over and over again as a cycle that has not been good. And so that's where I'm in the process of changing that. So I really wanted you all to get two things out of this video. One, that things in life are a process, take the long-term view. And then the second thing is make sure that you are forward thinking, future thinking, thinking about the things that you want to happen, how you're going to react when they happen in a positive light, in a way towards something that you're scared of doing, because that's what's actually going to change and what's going to happen, and that's going to be a process as well. So no short term and no past thinking, long term thinking and future thinking, and not past thinking. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit long, but I really, really, really wanted to get all of this out there. Secondly, or thirdly, thank you guys for buying the tanks. It was an insane, huge pre-order. I'm getting the entire shipment in May 3rd latest, and I'll be shipping those out to you. I'm just trying to push this message, trying to create some dope apparel. I already created some dope apparel that's gonna be a game changer in the fitness world, in the lifestyle world. So thank you guys for being along with me for this ride, and don't be selfish. Subscribe to my video. I'm about to go in and make breakfast, and you all have a happy, happy Tuesday.